Third and goal, McCarthy. They'll try to pick it up, and it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
More muscle up front for this second and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll run it again with Henry. And it's a fumble. And he's got room. There he goes left side. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a first and goal.
Right there, baby. Yes, let's get it.
180. Sit up.
Henry will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, it was second and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it.
8, Ravens 6. Tyler Luke to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise...
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings! Xavier Scott, 65 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
14, Ravens 6. To kick off for the Vikings.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Ball at the 23, second and 8.
On the pickup. It's second and 8.
Report! Hey, middle. Sit out.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
I guess it's time to date myself a little bit because I remember Dan Marino running a similar play to this on a Monday night game against the Jets way back when. He's going to fake the spike and hope that the defense lets its guard down, but they were alert there, and this ends up incomplete.
On third down, Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Throwing is McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson.
McCarthy's pass.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
13-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Oliver, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
Lining up for the extra point.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's second and 10.
Sit on!
Play action. It's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. He got 29 yards that time. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
You.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that's going to be caught. How about that one? They faked the spike, and it winds up a touchdown.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up.
To throw is Jackson. Off play action. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
McCarthy off the play fake. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
McCarthy's pass.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Sit hot.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, sit hot. Sit hot.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Sit hot. 180.
They go play action with Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
To the air with McCarthy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Now McCarthy.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Touchdown! C.J. Ham from 3 yards out. And the Vikings take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Ravens 14.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Inside handoff, Henry fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 78 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
Score, Vikings 29, Ravens 20. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They'll hand it to Mason. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all we needed. 1st down.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
On play action, McCarthy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards there and a 1st down.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
On the give, it's Mason.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger. Go.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And the Vikings, first down. First and goal, Minnesota.
70 Lion. Mustang 19.
Here's McCarthy.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
Second down and goal.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Here we go.
Looking to throw.
McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Let's go. Hawk 70.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.